Hi everyone, Brielle from Healing Oaths. We're here for our 20th of July message from Spirit for Aquarius. And we're going to be using Alana Fairchild's Crystal Mandala Oracle. And we'll be looking for 3 cards so we can see the past energy, the current message, and the message for Aquarius on how to best proceed. So let's go ahead and cut the cards and take the 3 at the bottom of each pile. So what does Aquarius need to know? Angels, Ascended Masters, Spirit Guides, our ancestors, please let us know. What does Aquarius need to know for the 20th of July? Here we go. Okay, these cards are so beautiful. The illustrations just really, at least to me, really connect. We can see the energy from the past would be Goddess Maya, the ruby aura quartz, and that's searing presence. Searing presence. It says Crystal Goddesses 888. It's in the Crystal Goddess section of this oracle deck. So, in the Crystal Goddess section number 49, we see our message from Goddess Maya with the ruby aura quartz is here we go. Searing presence. We bring you the empowerment of searing presence. The empowerment enables you to see truth unveiled, naked divinity in all its beauty and mystery. In your willingness to become present, you shall witness the truth that will set your spirit free and make your heart come alive with divine love. No lie, deception, fear, or agenda remains hidden in searing presence, the ruthless compassion of which distills pure truth. With this empowering, you are going to see what you need to see. You're going to be able to see the truth that there is only ever love seeking to free, heal, and discover itself. You will feel the grace that permeates your life and assists all beings. All impatience, doubt, uncertainty, and confusion shall give way, becoming soft like wax melted by a lit candle, and only the beautiful light of truth shall remain. This is giving us a message that Goddess Maya says, sometimes in our fear and resistance, we step away from the thing we need to look at most closely. We're afraid of what we might see. So we should not be afraid of what we will witness. We won't be seeing anything terrible about ourselves. We won't be seeing anything that means that we're not lovable or we're not worthy. Or maybe sometimes we're looking not to see a truth that we can no longer avoid because we're afraid to take action. Sometimes truth is uncomfortable, but we're reminded here that when the oracle of searing presence comes to us, we're being asked to give ourselves the opportunity to know the deeper truth. We're ready for it now, and it will be of help to us. When our truths are revealed to us, our beliefs and our foundations can be challenged. And we might feel our world shake. And we can see things in the world, ourselves, in a completely new way. We're seeing that we need to just let the information come in. We need to accept it. We don't need to control the process because truth is love. And when love prevails, it's for the greatest good of all beings. To be able to integrate this guidance, we look to the healing process that the oracle provides us. And it speaks of integrating the guidance by looking at an invocation. And it says that we should call on the crystal angel of the ruby aura quartz and Goddess Maya because they love us unconditionally. Thank them for the divine healing and empowerment of the searing presence. And say, may I see the truth, know the truth, and know that the truth is love. May I become capable of perceiving through the clear eyes of my spiritual being. May I be empowered to witness reality as a revelation of unconditional love. May I resonate at a level of loving awareness which soothes and comforts the mind and body. May all beings bear witness to the unconditional love that is their nature and their ultimate reality. Through divine grace and my own free will, so be it. So this also has a link with our heart chakra. So we can work on opening up our heart chakra and being able to accept the message, accepting what we see, knowing that it is through divine love. And we can ask that divine love bring the gift of searing presence to our hearts and minds, and that of all who suffer. May unconditional love be consciously known and received by all, according to divine grace and in service to the divine feminine wisdom evolving through humanity at this time. So be it. We ask that divine love and searing presence bring peace and comfort to the world. So this speaks about the fact that an awakening and an asking for us to pay attention to what is in front of us, not to shy away and not to be afraid. That's what was going on in the past. We now look at the present. Goddess Hecate and Micah as the crystal. So crossroad of destiny, which is where we are now. We're seeing the message from crossroad of destiny, and the goddess Hecate is, we bring you the empowerment of the crossroad of destiny. You're at a pivotal point on your life's journey. This may be obvious to you, with a potentially life-changing decision before you, or you may not realize the impact that an apparently insignificant choice is going to have on your future. Either way, you're at a point where you can leave the past behind and chart your course for a new adventurous chapter to begin in your life. This is not something you need to be frightened of. It is a sign you're progressing on your path. The crossroad of destiny happens when you have mastered a cycle in your life and a new cycle is before you. It is an opportunity for you to take the best advantage by listening to your heart. And we are reminded here that what's familiar to us is most comfortable, but we need to make sure that we take what is in the unknown at times, because that brings better for us. We need not to be caught up in the feeling of comfort and security. This message from this oracle tells us, let all your choices come from your heart. Remember, in our previous card, the searing present is opened up to us information from our hearts, through our hearts, I would say, from love, from divine love. So the information was sent to us and provided for us, and we were told not to be afraid to look at it and to take it in. And here, because we've received the information, being asked currently, we're at a point where we can make a choice. We've received the information. Divine information has been provided to us, and now we need to make a choice from our heart. We're told if it feels right for your heart and there is joy there, even if you have to search beneath all of the what if something goes wrong and face up to the fears we have in our minds, then we need to do it. The healing process here speaks about how we should integrate this guidance, and we need to call upon Goddess Hecate, who loves us unconditionally, and thank her for the divine healing empowerment of the crossroad of destiny. And we should ask, may I transition through all life's choice points based on the loving wisdom of my heart into the most joyful expression of my divine destiny. May I trust myself and know that when I'm feeling inspired and uplifted, there's a good and true reason for it. Through divine grace and my own free will, so be it. We need to know that my flawless heart guides me through the crossroads of destiny into a shining new life. We spoke last week about, of course, many of us going through transformations, transitions, being awakened, spiritual growth, making choices in our lives where we're leaving behind what it is that doesn't suit us, doesn't any longer make us happy. And we're being called, a lot of us, spiritually, and also having to make decisions that may be uncomfortable because they're things that we're used to, the status quo, the image that we have, what would other people think. And we spoke about this in some of our last messages from last week. Again, it goes on to tell us that since then, we've had information revealed to us from the divine, and that we now need to make a decision, especially with this moon that is here on the 20th of July. We need to take our path, our true path, decide to take the true path, and make sure that we go without question forward to what will be to our benefit, the best for us. Now, this help and guidance that we have for this message is one of my favorite cards and the Ascended Master that I am the most linked to, a message from Serapis Bey. And it is clear calcite as the gem, and it's karmic grace. And karmic grace lets us know. We bring you the blessings of karmic grace. There are many ways to learn and grow. Some ways are joyful and some more challenging. Sometimes a challenge can best be resolved through profound struggle that forces you to transform in such a way that you can never go back to what has been. The struggle might have been deeply painful for the mind, body, and emotions, and yet what is gained from that experience is a multiplicity of blessings. Personal power, freedom, insight, self-respect, and wisdom. These qualities then help you live a better life where the past pain need not be repeated. Blessings can at other times be gained through joyful experience. Sometimes the struggle is what will bring you the greatest spiritual progress. Sometimes a more joyful path will be how you grow best. The universe loves you with such passion that you shall never be denied what you most need and what shall help you fulfill your divine destiny. It speaks about the struggles that we encounter in life and how it can be challenging. And that's even without things that are unnecessary like guilt, shame, or judgment. And that there are times when the path on life are easier or more flowing and effortless and shining with radiant grace. And in those moments, we feel as though we're doing something right and the universe is affirming and validating us. Everything just falls into place and we feel blessed. And it's sometimes more difficult to accept that there's grace in struggle too. But the divine, in its infinite love for us, will empower us and fulfill our innate potential. Sometimes our life's path unfold in a way that we don't know it's benefiting us, but it is benefiting our soul's growth. You wonder sometimes, why am I in pain? What am I doing wrong? And sometimes people feel guilt, shame, or judgment. But when there's a struggle, there's an opportunity for breakthrough to be grasped by our souls. The opportunity can come through this method of growth. And you'll also have other times that are more joyful. So there's no need to worry. It's not all going to be about struggle. It says, if you've been puzzled by an experience in your life, a difficulty, or perhaps even effortlessness, and you're trying to make sense of it all, just relax. Accept karmic grace and the fact that it bestows upon you the best way to grow and manifest your divinity in every moment. You might not understand it, but accept and trust. Again, the universe is letting us know how we're loved and how the best is coming to us, whether it seems difficult or not. Because when we go through difficult times, why we call it karmic grace, is for us to learn. There's a lesson to be taken out of those times. There is a change potentially to be made, or a fact that needs to be accepted or realized. For us to integrate this guidance, we should be saying this invocation to Ascended Master Serapis Bey, who loves us unconditionally. Thank you for the divine healing blessing of karmic grace. I surrender with relief and loving trust into my life experiences now. The struggles and the easier times serve me perfectly. I do not resist. I use my free will to move through every experience offered, even when it doesn't make sense to me at the time. I accept the gift of karmic grace. May the grace bless the lives of living beings through unconditional love and my own free will, so be it. We have an affirmation here that is really the message the key message that I ask that you all take away from this oracle message for Aquarius. Karmic grace floods into my life, blessing me in all ways with peace of mind, body, and soul. That's karmic grace floods into my life, blessing me in all ways with peace of mind, body, and soul. So whether you're going through what seemed like a struggle or what was an easy time when everything was just flowing, it's bringing us to where we need to be, and the universe and our guides, ancestors, have our best interest in mind. We see that there are things we don't want to look at or face up to, that we should be looking up at and facing up to, so that we can make the best, because the information is being provided to us with love. We also see that we're allowed choice. With love, the universe has provided and put forward to us choices for our benefit. And if we trust with full faith and go with what's in our heart, what we have seen and we know and feel in our heart, that will be the right choice, and we will be supported by the universe, our spirit guides and ancestors. And then we are reminded about karmic grace, the fact that although there were struggles along the way and maybe some smooth times, the fact is that we are being blessed, and we need to just smoothly and seamlessly with faith understand that all of this is given to us with love, and that it will work out. So I think the universe basically has our back, is what they're saying to us, because they're giving us the chance to see things, to act on them, and support us as we act on them. Tell me all what you think if you're going through anything like this in your life where you've had choices to make. I know I have spoken about it recently in other readings, that I have, again, been seeing things, learn things, had a desire to learn things or take things in that have, it's changed my perception, changed my actual direction. And knowing that it is the right direction and feeling it and having to overcome the fear of going against the status quo, worrying about other people, worrying about what is supposedly the usual and the normal, but coming out, I would say, not perfectly on the other end, but I would say maturing some, transforming some, having better and greater understanding. I've decided to move forward. Tell me if you all have also decided to move forward with the thing that you've realized is your true life path, that is going to bring the joy and abundance you deserve in your life. Leave me a comment. Let me know. Have you decided to move forward to what you have been shown and your true path that you know in your heart is right? Thank you. Please like, subscribe, visit me on Instagram at healing_oaths, and come back and visit again. Thank you, Aquarius. Health, love, happiness, peace, and prosperity to you all.